I guess let me make sure we're on. Okay, we're alive. Hello, folks. Greetings, Pattern Realm. Oh. Okay, good. We got this. Welcome. Today I want to talk to you about a culture of winning. Having been an athlete, let me show you this. This is a picture of me as a swimming athlete, the junior varsity for the Permian High School 1988-89 school year. I was on the team from August of 1988 to January of 1989. Had a wonderful relationship with my coach. He was a wonderful mentor. Coach Whitelaw, God bless him. God bless his soul, too. Now, I want to give you 5 principles to help you develop this culture of winning. Number 1, absolutely get rid of a win-win, lose-wine. Okay? You have to think of yourself as win-win. Get into the positivity zone. There's too much reactivity going on with that. I have to say that. I've been in circles, with friends and otherwise, and to be honest with you, lately, there's been a lot of whining. And I guess that's why I agree with Jim Rohn that you are the 5 people that you associate with the most. And I guess in the beginning, it's YouTube videos of some of the greats like Jim Rohn and Presley Swaggerty and Zig Ziglar, the late Zig Ziglar, the late Stephen Covey, Dr. John C. Maxwell. Think about that. Those are the 5. I want you to think about this. You have to get rid of that attitude problem. Number 1. Number 2. Begin with the winning spirit. As a business owner who works with teams, whether it's networking or another industry, you set the tone for your team and you set the tone for your business. If you set that tone that, we're going to sit there and whine and all that stuff, you're not going to succeed. Okay? You're not going to succeed. I'm just being real with you there. Okay? And I want you to think about that. When my first day on the swim team, I did quite a bit of the team did morning practice. I was some of the ones that did the practice in the afternoon as the last period. And coach set us down. He said, now look at this. Listen to this. In the last school year, we've had a lot of bad behavior on the team. He went through it, He said, I expect everybody to know their place, what to do, to act professional. At the pool and being transported and in other settings where the team is together. I expect no less. Okay? So now, with that being said, Coach did this wonderful thing for me. He helped me learn some of the strokes, and he assessed, because he wanted me on the team. I thought he would say, are you kidding me? And no. He's like, well, you're attending a swimming class in Permian, you're a member of the team. That's it. So, And he was real cool, but he knew how to draw the line. And I'm giving this culture of winning thing as what I call a poolside talk. Something the coach might say to a team member such as me is like, hey, James, you know your stroke. Now go out there and go get them and do them. Make me and the team proud. I didn't necessarily win any medals. I know I won maybe a standing ovation or two. I know my first, I know I'm going on to my athletic history, and I ask you to please bear with me to help make the video longer, to help drive home a point about how that you become and build that culture of winning by setting the tone in your business. My first swim meet was October the 29th at the Abilene Invitational. Okay? We went there, and was there most of the day, but not all day. 1 p.m. was my time for the qualifying heat, and Coach escorted me to the one against the wall, where my usual lane was accustomed to, on the far side of the pool. He said, "Look, you know your stroke." He said, "You just go knock them dead. You go get them." And I reached the 25-meter mark, which is the deep end of the pool, and I heard teammates going, "Come on, James! Come on, James! Come on, James!" And by the end of it, I had no idea this was going on because I was spending most of the time underwater. Coach said that there was a standing ovation for me when I crossed to the 50 meters and got out of the pool. Once again, didn't get any medals, but the team said I was an inspiration. That I was that, which is good. The next swim meet was the Permian Invitational, December 1988, and my part of the meet was on Saturday morning. So my qualifying heat around 11 o'clock in the morning. Once again, I was escorted to the far side of the pool. My mother and sister were at poolside, and so was the coach. And the coach was like, "You know what to do." And the buzzer went off, and I swam with all my might. And I got to the 25-meter on the other side of the pool, and I could hear my mama and my sister, "Come on, James! Come on, James! Come on, James! Come on, James!" And I swam with all my might all the way to the 50 meter, the shallow end. And I tell you something, there was cheers for me. I was wrapped in a towel, I was given hugs, and Coach said, "You did great, kid." My final swim meet was in late January 1989. We went to the City of Midland Invitational. And, of course, on the bus, Coach gave him a talk. He said, "Hey, listen to me. I better see you guys looking professional and acting professional, okay? Because the swim meet we had last fall, some people were horsing around. We're not going to have that this time." Okay, so the swim meet went on, and then finally my qualifying heat was like at 1:30 in the afternoon. And Coach escorted me to the opposite wall at the opposite end of the pool from the bleachers. And he said, "Son, you know your stroke. Go at it." And then I completed it, and then Coach said, "Well, you reached your 19th birthday," and he said, "This is sad for me. I have to take you off the team because of age limits with UIL." And he said, "It's sad for me. It's the hardest thing I'm having to do because you're one of the most well-behaved kids on this page, on this team. And I appreciate you. And I'll give you another story. I was kind of honoring a member of the team. And it was the fall of '89. Around like maybe mid-late October. And the coach was going to go, he said, look, I got to go into the office to do some gradings. You got to do one last push of workouts. And he assigns this girl to assign the workouts. And most of the boys do something for myself. I was poised and ready to go. And they were chanting, hell no, we won't go. They kept, dancing in the shower head like idiots. And the coach walked out of his office and slammed the door, and he said, do I have to make you all do the 500 fly? Dead silence. Okay, if you don't want me to do the 500 fly, I suggest you do what she says. James, you weren't protesting. You lead the way. Let me tell you something. That means, because I'm telling you something. If you're a business owner, one that requires you to work in the teams, and you're a leader, you lead the way. You set the tone. And I'm not kidding you. Okay? Number 3. Cut back on certain types of social media and media. And why? Some people say, well, it's because of some of the good stuff, and everybody's happy. Let me tell you something. Not everybody's happy on social media. And especially, in some ways, not my neck of the woods. Cut back on social media. You entrepreneurs, except for maybe business purposes. Or groups that kind of help you with your personal development. Otherwise, don't waste time there looking at your news feeds, scrolling and stuff like on Instagram and stuff like that. Be very careful about how much social media you consume. I kid you not. This is very important. Number 4, ditch the degenerate culture, okay? The people that are so reactive. That's what's going on right now in our political discourse. And sometimes I think it's sunk into our personal lives, where we can't even get along anymore. We need to ditch that. Why? Because it's a culture of whiners, and we know better, okay? We know better. We can't have a culture of winning if we have a degenerate culture that's full of whiners and people complaining and anything and everything that you possibly can talk about. I'm dead serious. I'm not playing around here. Okay? Number 5. Expect the best from yourself and your team. Okay? You need to be able to, what you're asking of your team, you do yourself. Okay? Or explain, some ideas that you now have that you've been doing maybe a little bit differently, but is in line with your team's standards that maybe they can pick up from. In English, it's setting up a sharp tone. It's having good expectations, raising your standards. That's what Tony Robbins talks about. People always talk about lowering your standards. No, raise your standards. I'm not kidding you. This is very important. I hope you enjoyed watching Empower Your Pattern. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of Pattern Realm. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Hit thumbs up, build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you. Remember this from the bottom of my heart. Jimmy loves you. I really, 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 really love you. God bless you, and please have a blessed day.